Hey guys, today I would like to talk about the RNDR token, which has been giving us some nice bonuses. Many of you have been waiting for a video about this asset, so I decided to tell you what's new, how the NVIDIA conference went, and whether there is still potential for investment in this project. Be sure to watch this video till the end, because I can definitely say that this is the most important thing you will ever see about RNDR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video, and let's get into it. RNDR continues to do quite well. We have seen a new all-time high, and now the coin is on a small price correction, consolidating above $11. At the same time, the coin is currently among the top 35 projects by market cap across the market, and in the top 1 in the AI token space. Thanks to all these events, we saw a pretty good profit. Some of us locked in some of it, others continued to hold. Personally, I continue to hold my share of the tokens because I see a fairly high potential in the long run. But now I propose to move on to the NVIDIA conference where the CEO of Render participated. It was the most important AI conference in 2024, and what happened there will have a significant impact on the project and the entire industry. Unfortunately, I was unable to find video fragments of the presentation, but Render Network tweeted the main details, so I suggest you check them out. As you can see, they published an interesting post by Jules himself, where he talks about his speech. I understand very well that this is how the Render project itself was promoted. By the way, in the same chat where the company's CEO wrote about it, you can see some pretty funny questions to the founder of Render Network. All jokes aside, the conference was obviously quite productive. As we can see, new interesting partnerships and an increase in the audience of the product itself. But more about that later. For now, I suggest we have a look at some posts on the founder's Twitter. Jules spoke quite nicely about the conference and posted some footage from there, where you can see that rendering has almost become the main topic of this conference. NVIDIA representatives responded quite warmly, which once again shows a very good relationship between the companies. And now I would like to move on to the latest news, because just recently Render Network signed another top partnership. If you are a regular viewer of mine, you know very well that Render has no problems with partnerships. After all, this is the first time that a crypto project has cooperated with such a Web 2 giant as Apple. Imagine the magnitude of this event. The leader in the production of technology has joined forces with a crypto project, all for the sake of making their latest technological glasses better and faster at processing and rendering images. Moreover, among all the Web 2 alternatives to Render Network, Apple has chosen the Web 3 product, which is the most impressive factor. In addition, Render Network has entered into a strategic partnership with NVIDIA, and the vice president of NVIDIA Omniverse has taken an advisory role in RNDR, which indicates a high level of trust and understanding of the market. This opens the door for potential investment from such big players in the future, and now they have entered into a new and promising partnership in the field of AI development. You should check it out. In its blog post, Render revealed some details about the new partnership. OTOI, Stability AI, Endeavor, and the Render Network are pleased to announce a partnership between the industry leaders in open-source generative AI models, media and entertainment, and GPU computing to develop and standardize IP rights, production workflows, and infrastructure around emerging AI technologies. The partnership leverages Render's decentralized GPU network, massively scalable AI training and inference power at cost to help democratize open-source, transparent generative AI technology and provenance systems that will soon impact 3D, VFX, and media production workflows. This is definitely something very interesting, and of course we will have more details about this partnership in the future. But for now, my impression is that all of this could eventually lead to a model similar to Sora, when there will be a separate AI project that will create incredibly high-quality material from a text query. Only in the case of Render Network, this AI will also be able to render materials very quickly and comfortably. In addition, there are some interesting tweets, the meaning of which I do not fully understand yet. I suggest you take a look at one of them. Render Network has reposted examples of Sora's work, which is very interesting because it coincides with the recent partnership and possible development of Render. Who knows, maybe we will see a new partnership between Sora and Render Network soon. That would be a real breakthrough for both projects. But let's move on from speculation to assessing the potential based on the facts we already have. We can already see how actively top companies like Apple and NVIDIA are using it. Apple Vision Pro is still one of the most popular gadgets released in recent years. And the fact that Render is one of the most important technical partners involved in the creation of such a product, I am almost sure that Apple will continue to cooperate with this cryptocurrency project in the future. Also, let's not forget how actively NVIDIA is promoting this project by entering into partnerships and including the project's CEO in the list of speakers at the largest AI conference. And finally, the Vice President of NVIDIA Omniverse, who has taken an advisory role in Render. All this adds up to a very optimistic picture where these two partners alone will push the importance of the project and the technology quite a bit. In addition, Render is creating all the conditions for its product to develop and reach a completely different size and potential. It seems to me that the new partnership I mentioned earlier can be a game changer. In addition, I can already see how much your company is committed to ongoing collaboration with artists who will create digital art objects using rendering. Just take a look at your Twitter feed and see how many examples of such work are already there. Just take a look at this detailed image. It looks as attractive and realistic as possible. By the way, these images were also rendered using Render Network. There are hundreds of such examples, so I won't talk about it for a long time, but just show you some more interesting works. In addition, the token is starting to become even more useful, as it can now be used to participate in various voting processes related to the future of the project. This means that all RNDR holders now have the opportunity not only to benefit from the growth of the project, but also to participate in its development, which will lead to a further increase in its price. And now that we've gotten acquainted with the latest news and potential, I suggest we move on to my prediction. But before that, share in the comments what you think about the new partnership and the potential of the token in general. But I want to make it clear that this is not financial advice, just my opinion on the project.
Nice.
First of all, it is paramount to clarify that I personally own a token from one of my old videos. I bought 1,500 tokens at a price of $1.3, and at the moment, I have recorded a profit of 1,000% on this transaction. So, here I am looking at the possible future price potential. I would like to clarify right away that this is not a call to action. I am just demonstrating my successful trade. In the meantime, let's move on to my goals for the project's price. My realistic pre-sale price is $20, maybe $25 per RNDR token. Given the importance of partnerships and the relevance of fast, affordable rendering, there is great potential for growth. The technology is truly innovative, and the themes of the metaverse and artificial intelligence are becoming more prominent. With the arrival of the bull market, thanks to the influx of new users, these areas will only strengthen their positions. Taking into account all the positive aspects that can influence price growth, my optimistic forecast shows much better results. Given the partnerships, innovations, and technology development, I see no reason for only modest 2-3x growth. That is why I have set goals for Render Network to grow to the zone of $90, $100 per one RNDR, because this coin is a utility of their product, which can be useful for absolutely everything and even for the GameFi direction, which will be felt in the bull market. By the way, what is your realistic and bullish prediction for the price of this asset? Let's talk about that. And I would like to remind you that this video is in no way financial advice. This is just my vision and thoughts on the market, so always do your own research before investing and invest wisely. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the growth of coins. Thanks for watching your Coin Post.